Good afternoon, everybody. How is your Saturday going? Better yet, how did you come out of this full moon, this energy this week? I know I was, woo, let's put it like this. It was cathartic. Yes. A lot of clearing away, releasing, receiving, all of that kind of stuff was going on with me, and it's still in the flow. So this is gonna be brief. I don't like to do these long, drawn out sermons. Hey, what's up, Chris? One of my former students, mentees, is on here watching. And he can attest to this stuff because I'm always in Dr. White mode, even when it's just, for my personal. Because anybody who knows me will tell you, I never talk about anything if I'm not willing to live it for myself. Never. Don't know how. So, you know how those of us who are recently single or have been single for some time, and we post all these things about get you somebody who's gonna be like this and somebody who's gonna be like that, you know what I'm saying? Well, the question is, are you gonna be able to receive when they come, or are you just really putting it out there but not expecting the universe to respond? Because you see, we could put a whole lot of stuff out there and really not expect it to come, and we play this game with ourselves, and it's an emotional game because we say one thing, expect another, and believe something totally different. And what I was given this morning when I woke up, because last night I went to bed and I spoke to my ancestors and my spirit guides, and I just said, okay, my heart is open. It's been open for quite some time. And it had already showed me the night before, because I had this crazy dream. And when I say crazy, I was dancing in Cuba, okay? And I looked up and I didn't have on any clothes. So I was like, okay, what's this about? Well, dreams have a way of letting you know what you are dealing with or not. So when I looked it up, one of the key things was like, okay, so what am I most afraid of admitting to myself? What do I think people will dislike or reject me for if I tell them? Where in my life am I feeling exposed? What am I afraid will happen if I am the real me? And how do I let go of blame of myself or another for something bad that happened? So that was like, whoa, okay. But prior to that, the day before, and as you know, life is not linear, it's dynamic. So when we're out here, releasing and going with the flow and the energy, then we must be willing to accept that the universe responds in a way that is best for us and in a manner that we don't have to doubt or question where it's coming from, because this is totally between you and spirit, me and spirit. So before, I was shown the word apathy. And that hit. Ooh, that was like a nerve. Because I realized that I had been in a state of apathy. I'd been apathetic about, relationships and what I believed. And so it got good. So then, okay, so the word apathy, then the dream about dancing naked in Cuba. Ooh, and then waking up this morning to just a download of messages. Woo! And the theme of it was, I had to write this down. That's what I love about journaling. And the theme of it is that true healing requires cleaning out the wounds. Yes. Because, like, if you remember, anytime you've had like a cut or something, before it's bandaged, what do? They pour some hydrogen peroxide or something in there in order to clean out the wound. And initially, the wetness hitting the openness of the wound, it stings a bit, but it's cleaning it out so that it can heal properly. Because if it's not cleaned out, then what happens? Infection can set in and leave an ugly scar. Or even worse, that stuff can turn into sepsis, which can eventually kill you. I mean, I know that sounds extreme, but that's the reality of it. A wound that is left uncleaned turns into an infection that can kill you. And so when I started receiving that, I was like, wow, okay. So for those who are either in relationships and things are not working, or contemplating a relationship, unless you clean out the wounds of past relationships, whether they were romantic relationships or family relationships, unless you allow spirit to clean the wounds from those relationships, you won't be ready for the new relationship, what you've been putting out there and speaking into existence. So that's just my little piece for today. Be willing and allow the wounds to be cleaned so that you can receive what you've been asking for. Be blessed.